Hey everyone, and welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken.
I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Griff.
I'm Baka.
What's up, guys? How's it going, everybody?
Going pretty well for the most part. You know.
For the most part.
For the most part. I just finished my first cup of coffee for the day because for some reason I waited until noon to have coffee. I don't know why, but
I've had a cup of coffee, and this is a Mountain Dew, and I'm hoping that they kick in soon because I need it.
Oh, funny.
Need energy.
It's so true. What games have you guys been playing this week?
Shitload of PUBG, that's for sure.
Yeah, you have. You guys have been playing so much PUBG.
Yeah, I've noticed that y'all have been on that. I've been trying to vary a little bit. I went ahead and finished Wolfenstein 2. And so while I was doing that, I was looking over at my friends list and saw y'all with your PUBG over on the
We got
side.
ourselves a 4-man chicken dinner, all of us alive too.
Yay.
What?
Whoop ass. Oh man. Oh, it was good too. We almost lost. Red and Newbie were both down, and Baka was off on his side. I went to go help Red, and he's just screaming at me. He's right in front of me. He's right in front of me behind that green tree. When he said green tree, I looked up. I was like, that tree? Oh, he's right there. And I saw the guy kind of creeping behind the tree, and I was like, all right. Pop! Knocked his helmet. You just see his helmet disappear, and then I pop him again, and he just goes straight down. I'm like, yes. So I helped Red up, and then Red and Baka sneak around to pincer this other guy while I'm getting Newbie up, and then we won.
Blast him in the face with a shotgun.
There was a lot of, from my end and here, there was a lot of excitement happening in the next room, most of this week. So
That's awesome.
I mean, some of it was on stream, some of it wasn't. Crazy.
That's good.
We also played some Overwatch.
Yeah, we did.
Oh
The
my
Overwatch League
God.
started, and everybody's been talking about Overwatch this week, so I was like, we really need to play, and Red's like, yeah, we really need to play, so we played, and it's fun.
I was flipping back and forth between that and then the awesome games done quick because we had they did the Mario Sunshine one the other day, and I watched all 3 hours and 6 minutes of this guy playing through Mario Sunshine, and I'm like, okay.
Did
I
you
watched,
get into it? Did you get into it? Every time we got a sun, everyone screams out "Shine Get."
Yeah.
You got to get in with it.
I love the and then they had like a Mega Man marathon thing or relay where you had 1, 2, and 3 that were being played back and forth. And I'd totally forgotten that the Japanese version of that game is called Rockman. So when I first got in, I was like, Rockman. Oh, Mega Man. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
Japanese love their puns because Rock and Roll is his sister.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, we're not
Yes.
friends anymore.
Well, and all your villains have names like they'll be like Woodman and things like that.
Well, I mean, they, for the most part, kept that. I think in one of the Mega Mans, they actually named them after the members of Guns N' Roses.
Seriously? Okay.
Gotta watch out for Slash.
Yep.
I'm gonna assume this was Guns N' Roses close to their height, not Guns N' Roses of 1999 where Axl Rose was fat and yelling at people. Sorry.
Probably 89, 90s around
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm
Now all I can
assuming.
picture is like a Jabba the Hutt-esque robot that looks like
Right?
Axl Rose and sitting
that's
on a
what I'm
throne
saying.
yelling at people.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Hey, Wonga, Wonga, Wookie.
Oh god. Well, it's been fun. I haven't done much of anything aside from the Overwatch that we played together and Planet Coaster because I started doing videos again, and I am garbage at Planet Coaster. And if you're playing by yourself, it's one thing. You're like, oh, that looks stupid. It's fine. Nobody's gonna see it. When you start making videos, you realize how much you let shit slide when you're playing by yourself. You're like, whatever, they needed bathrooms, so I just threw in whatever bathrooms whatever came up first in the list. You're making the video, and you're like, which one's gonna be okay here?
You had a little video that you posted up, and I looked at it, and I was like, she would so hate me if she saw how I played this game.
I know.
I'm like,
I would not
I'm like
hate
throwing
you.
this stuff again because you're like, this is a little bit off, but I guess we're gonna let it slide this time. And I'm like, you're literally landscaping in front of a building. Like anybody gives a shit at this point. They want to know what's inside the park. You're sitting there doing all this
But
stuff.
that's the thing, though, is they do care. Your guests start, like, complaining about things not being decorated enough and stuff like that.
Throw up a tree and a few flowers. They don't even have to match. They're fine.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I
I'm
got
trying
you. I
to
got
make
you
a
with that one.
legitimate park. That's why it's video. So, just wait till you get to... I'm going to post those on Tuesdays and Thursdays, is my plan. Wait till you get to the one where I did try to make a bathroom, because I am not an architect ever in anything, including Sims. I shouldn't even be allowed to build in that, but seriously, I tried to make my own building for that, and yeah, so that would not be Tuesdays. That will probably be Thursday's video, the building the bathrooms debacle. So, you know,
Debacle.
that's the thing.
Debacle.
This is the men's side. This is the women's. They're totally backwards.
Well, no, I mean, you just get one of those little cube buildings, like the ones that I put in the first video. It's just a little cube that you sit down and you build around it so you can pretend how big they are. So I tried to build a bigger building because, you know, pretending that it's for the bathroom at the park. And I'm learning things, you know, it's fun. We'll learn together in that series. We will.
I kind of want to
funny.
play it just because I remember playing a lot of Roller Coaster Tycoon.
It's
and
different.
building.
It's different.
It's different yet the same.
Yeah, it's definitely more advanced because it's the same people, a lot of the same people that made Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 that didn't work on Roller Coaster Tycoon, whatever the last thing that just came out that was garbage was.
That's a crazy ass title for a roller coaster tycoon. Jeez.
And
know,
technically, that's
right?
what it was really called. They
Yeah.
actually came
Wow.
out like the same week, I think.
Yeah, they were pretty close, but the new Roller Coaster Tycoon is not worth it. But Planet Coaster, they basically took what they did with Roller Coaster Tycoon and kind of expounded upon it, so it could be an experience that you could be more creative in. They don't give you as much stuff that you just plop down because they want you to be more dependent on making your own, which is pretty neat. So,
Man, some of the coasters that I used to come up with, a couple of them ended up flying off the tracks at some point.
they won't let you do that. They won't let you open the ride if it's unsafe. They'll basically tell you that it's too scary for your guests, or that, like, if in that case, it would not let you do it at all. So, and that's my plan to, like,
Some of it was not intentional. It was just kind of a design flaw.
yeah. Yeah, that's why they make you test them all now. Like, before you can open anything, you have to run a test on the coaster, and it'll tell you whether or not you can open it.
Wow.
Like, no.
This
You're
is too
just
scary for the
stupid.
guests. They're just pansies.
They're just fancies.
That's what I'm gonna tackle today, because I gotta make some more Planet Coaster videos. I'm gonna try to start building a roller coaster today, and it's probably gonna be like 3 videos, because
She's very intricate when it comes to it.
it's not even that I'm intricate, it's that I can't get the coasters to not be too scary. Like, I
Just
can't
make a
get them
simple
to the
kid
point.
one.
Just like make it go up like really high, and then do like almost a 90-foot or
Yeah, that's
90,
that's
or
too
90
scary.
degree angle
But
drop.
the thing is, it's not the drop that's scary, it's the immediately after. Like, they'll show you heat maps of where it's most scary at and things like that. Like, they'll give you a number rating. And it's not the drop so much as the immediate after where your coaster is just flying.
I do want you to try an experiment, just because I'm curious more than anything else.
Okay.
I want you to try to make one that goes all the way around the perimeter of the park. So it's like a really long ride.
Dude, those parks are so big that, like,
I
people
know.
would not, like, you
Yeah,
get
wouldn't it just be a
notifications every
train?
once in a while that people are lost
Well,
in the park
basically.
if they get stuck in line too long. So I would just have nothing but notifications that people are lost in the park because they're stuck on the motherfucking roller coaster. We've been here for an hour. When does it end?
But that's what I want. It's like it'd be hilarious to just have this long ride.
just
it goes through it.
increase
It's
the
like
speed so it goes by like super quick, like the monorail.
the first crew goes, like the first group goes, and they're there 3 hours. And they finally made it off the first ride.
Oh, fuck this place. I'm never coming back.
You have to have
Or just
somewhere
make
like
it to
where
where
you
it
can
lasts so
drop
long,
food
like
on
people
them as
eventually
they
just
go.
get off the ride and it's like, man, I'm just super, super hungry, and then they go and devour a bunch of food.
Man, I don't know. We're about to test some stuff out, so if you want to come learn Roller Coaster or I keep calling it Roller Coaster Tycoon. Planet Coaster.
Planet Coaster.
If you want to learn Planet Coaster with me, that is the thing that I am doing. So, yeah.
Too funny.
How did you enjoy Wolfenstein? You said you finished it.
Wolfenstein, like I really need everybody to play through the first one. So I can explain this. Basically, there was some really crazy plotline stuff that went on in the first one, and I literally think the people that had made the first game went, "Oh, we can top that." You know, it's like
It's Saints
we
Row.
can
It's
make
the same
some of the
thing that
most
happened in Saints Row.
insane shit happen. But it's always good because one of the things that they've always done with Wolfenstein is they've made Wolfenstein because the Nazis had this thing with the occult that they've kind of added into it. So you had these zombie-like things or these giant machines that we shouldn't have technology-wise, different stuff like that. And they've always done that through the Wolfenstein series, and it's very interesting to me that you kind of see that appearing more and more. And what they ended up doing in this game, I didn't see that coming at all, but that's fucking badass, you know. So they did a really good job, and you know it was up for a few of the games in the Game Award, one of which was Storyline, hands down.
Good?
Oh my god! Like it's really good, and it's just fun. And it's funny because a friend of mine, Chud, was over at the house hanging out, and he was watching me play part of it, and he goes, "Are they planning on making a movie about this? Because I would really watch this." And I was like, "You're gonna have to go on YouTube and watch, you know, like just the cinematic part of it because they're long cinematics." And but it was really well done. The gameplay of it took me a little while to get back into the gameplay. Like I said. The last show when I first started into it, it was there's a mechanic that's added into it that I was not expecting that was really well done, and they did a couple other things that were similar to that later on. Other game mechanics added into the game, and I was just like, this is really brilliant. And they expanded upon the first one, and it made sense on how they did it, but don't go in there going, This is a video
real
game.
thing.
I expect it to be the most realistic plot line on the planet. No, it is not a video
Understand
game
that
like
they are
that.
going the route of Saints Row, which is it was something that was in the realm of possibility, and then they said let's make it better, and it got crazy.
Yeah, it got campy, and it's great. Like, it's just so good. Like, the way it's done. No plotline spoilers, but at one point, like, in the first one, you end up on the moon at one point. This one, you end up on Venus at one point. Like, it kind of gives you an idea of where we're at. I mean, it's like...
Okay, but we'll just go with it, sure.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's you know, and it's set in the 60s, so, you know, you do get to see Hitler, and he's, like, 80, I think.
Is he on
Damn.
Venus?
Is he on Venus? Great. All the conspiracy nuts are
Is
like,
he
he's
still
on
in like
Venus.
the big mech suit kind of a thing, or?
He's not. I know what you're going with
Mecha Hitler?
Wolfenstein 3D, which is the Mega
Mecha
Hitler. I
Mecha
thought
Hitler.
that's where they were going to go with it, and they did not, and I was very surprised. But they do a really good job of kind of pushing it into the next game. Not necessarily that part of it, but they do a very good job of pushing you into the next game, going, when's the next fucking game coming out? And of course it's Bethesda, so I got like 4 years for
Yep.
these fuckers coming out.
That's what I was gonna say. It's Bethesda. You got a minute.
Yeah, so but they do it's got a little bit of replayability afterwards. Like, they send you back onto your boat, and you've got all these heads of the Nazi party that you can go and hunt down. And there's lots of them. It's not like there's 6 of them and there's your missions, you're done. No, there's like 25, 30 of them. And you have Enigma codes that you go in, and you have to solve those. And once you solve those, that tells you where they're located at, and then you can go find them.
Right.
So that part's really well done. So when I finished that, I was trying to figure out, I was lost, trying to figure out what I wanted to play.
I hate
so
that after you finish a good game, you're like, oh, I just don't want to do anything.
Well, and
though."
I've been trying to get into Prey, and it's like I told you the other day, it's like I wanted to try to get
You
into
gotta
Prey,
be
but
ready to play Prey.
I
That's
think
what I
part of
told
the
Red.
problem is my household. Like, it's the fact that if they're not napping to where I can sit down for 4 or 5 hours to get into it, I can't
can't.
get into it. So I ended up picking Origins back up, trying to play through Assassin's Creed Origins, and plotline's gotten pretty good on it, and I've enjoyed playing through it. And then yesterday I messed up because yesterday I woke up in the morning and I was like, I don't want to get out of bed for a while. I'm just going to sit here and chill. and Co Carnage was playing Subnautica, and I was like, wait, I think I own that. And I'm sitting here watching him play, and I was like, wait, I think full release is on the 23rd or something of this month, and I'm like,
Yep.
I kind of want to play it. So yesterday, my 1 hour playthrough that lasted 5, I started playing Subnautica, and I love it. Like, I didn't think I was going to love being able to do it, but it's like there's some humor and stuff that's in some of it where you come back to your little safety ship. That's what I call it. It's a safety ship. Because it's the one little boat you have. And I get back to it, and the lady's like, I've noticed that you've been exercising a lot lately. Swimming seems to be your main activity that you enjoy.
What, really?
Please
No.
make sure that you switch up your routine in order to create better muscle memory or whatever it was she said. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I'm laughing so hard. But some of it was frustrating too, because just like any survival game, you got to figure out where materials are at and what you're looking for and all that. But I enjoy the fish like more than anything, and they've got some of the fish that you can eat. One is called a peeper, and it is literally basically looks like an eye this big, and then just like fins on the back of it. It's so cute, and Co completely messed me up because he was like, I want to know where my plush peeper is. And I was like, yes, I would so have that. And then later on, I found one that looks like it's like got a hoop on the back of it, and it's got this thing. And I was like, I want one of those. And then I find another fish, and I was like, and I want one of those. So yeah, if you ever come to if they ever make these, you're going to come to my house, and I'm going to be full of these fish for this game.
Your house will
Just
be
put 'em in
nothing
a
but
big
one
fish
giant
tank.
aquarium.
Yeah, it's just, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And it's like, I was like, now I know how Griff feels in The Sims. And actually they do have a version of the game. So you've got like 4 ways to play through the game. And I'm playing like the storyline part, right? But they also do have the version to where it's unlimited money, unlimited resources, all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
like
you can go
sandbox
in and
mode.
yeah, so you can just go in and actually build the stuff. And I was like, oh my God, Griff would have a heyday with this. Because you can, evidently, there's foundations that you can put up underneath. Like when you start building a base, there's foundations you can put up underneath there. And if you don't put the foundations, the integrity's not sound. So if you build too much, it actually starts to leak and flood. So
How
you gotta
much
go
time would I spend on that? Oh my God.
A lot. Especially since you can make your own aquarium too. And
Yes.
raise your own fish.
Yep.
See you guys like
'cause
never.
I was watching him, and he hatched 3 eggs. One was a baby bone shark,
Oh.
adorable, and another one was an amp eel, where it's like an eel except it's got like a little electricity flowing down the sides of it. Oh, it was adorable too. And the good thing is, they don't the predators don't eat your other fish. Like inside your aquarium, they don't eat each other. So
Oh,
part of the
okay. Well,
same
that's
bio.
nice.
They're safe.
That's a
You
nice
don't have
change
to,
from
like-
real life.
you don't got to make like 15
Wait,
different
so
fish
is the
tanks.
bone shark like a skeleton?
Think of it, it's got like armor plating on it.
Okay, because I was about to say, technically sharks don't have bones, but you know.
It's because it's got armor plating on it. So
Well, and this is on an alien world. Like,
Yeah.
it's not, like, legit, so.
like watching a little bit of that game, it's been in early access for 3 years. Wow, that game just looks good. Wow.
It does. It looks really good. The playing through it so far, I'm intrigued. I finally made it to an island, and I'm intrigued on what progresses past that. Like, because now I want to know what the history of what is this. You know, what the stuff that I found on the island. What is this? And then there's research facility stuff that's on that same island that looks old as dirt, and I'm like, okay, so have people been here before? What's the deal? So and the cool thing is they give you a little scanner thing, and that's how you find out information on everything. So you go through and you scan, like, you can't build anything until you've scanned something to build. So you have to trying to find the parts to make a scanner. And I'm like, I don't know where any of this stuff is. And so, like, and one of the things too, like, they give you like 3 things of water and a couple of first aid kits, and then a couple of food items or whatever. So gives you a little bit of time to be able to learn how to hunt, learn how to fish, and all that stuff.
All right.
And then, but I couldn't find salt. You had to find salt deposits in order to be able to purify water. Well, you had to make bleach and then be able to purify water. And I couldn't find it. And I was like, what's going on? Why can't I find this? Whatever. So I kept dying of dehydration while swimming, by the way. And I'm like, this is killing me. I can't figure this out.
Literally.
Well, yeah, literally killing me. But the good thing is if you die, they're very forgiving. They go back to your base or whatever. And whatever you died with, you have on you. So you don't have to go back to your body or anything like that.
That's
in a regular
pretty
survival
nice.
game. I died, and then I was like, I've got to find these salt deposits. So I was looking for something different,
Right.
and went down the bottom part and found these salt deposits. They're hard as shit to find. Like, it's like they just don't, like, they kind of blend, where everything else kind of stands out a little bit. The salt deposits kind of blend a little bit, and I was like, oh, okay. So I got a couple of those and figured out how to do it. Then I found a fish that gives me water. So I was like, oh, I'm set now. I can just find these fish, because those fish are everywhere. So, yeah, it's learning how to survive on a foreign alien world. And however much time it took. But it was a fun game. I definitely recommend it. Like, put it on your wish list for
It's on my wish list. It's been sitting there for a long time.
Yeah, when it gets on sale, I definitely recommend it, especially since it's the full release is this month. So,
That's what I was
the
holding out
23rd.
for. I didn't want to commit until full release. So
yeah, and they said
I've been-
and the only reason I went ahead and started is because Coase said on his show that the developer said if you start playing now, your saves will hold over to the full release.
Okay. Well then.
So
I'll
it
pick
wouldn't
at
mess
some
it
point.
up. So, and I was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and start playing, because otherwise I would have waited until the 23rd as well. So,
I mean,
mean,
it's
it's-
single player, so there's no advantage for anybody or anything.
Wow.
no. So, should be good. But definitely fun.
All right. Anything else, or you guys want to talk news? I don't want to jump ahead of anybody.
Do we have news?
Can you have news? Oh. I mean, it's not the most impressive news lineup this week ever, but it's still early in the year before we get to conferences and stuff like that.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Xbox is getting a basically sock on the door.
A do not disturb feature. Okay, can somebody explain to me why this is more beneficial? Because you can change your status. This is what I do, and I'm sorry, everybody, if this hurts your feelings because you're on my friends list. When I am on Xbox, 98% of the time I have my status set to offline. So I can still play
Right.
and use all of the online features, but nobody sees me. How is that different than the do not disturb?
Because I believe a do not disturb, the way I look at a do not disturb, because we have them on our phones too, is you can still send that person messages and everything else. It's just not going to bother them while they're doing what they're supposed to. And I guess it's one button versus going into settings and having to switch each one. I don't want these notifications. I don't want messages
Well,
from
when
friends.
when I'm in offline mode, I don't think I get notifications anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
offline
but
mode is basically you're offline. You're
Well, I mean, status set to offline. It's not
Yeah, I
offline
mean-
mode. It's just
do
it
not
looks as though
disturb
on
is
friends
still
list.
there. There's just no notification. Like you're
Yeah, but I
playing
don't
your
get
game, you're
notifications the
online.
other way either.
I know, but it's that you're still online. You can see everybody. Everybody can see you. You're still part of the community. You just are like
You're
leave
still
the
part of the
messages-
community, just more obviously antisocial.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
instead
Just
of it
leave
being
the
like, I'm
messages
just
at the
not
door.
Here, it's
Well,
I'm
but
here, but I don't want to talk to you people.
I'm here with
But-
the rest of the group, but I'm in my own little box, so go away.
Yeah, it seems more. rude.
Well, but I think the other thing is too, if we'll, being people that have streamed, we go in and we have to go into our settings, and there's like 4 or 5 switches that we have to hit to say, I don't want this notifications on, I don't want messages sent, I don't want all that stuff. So then, if we do want that stuff back on, we have to go in and we have to flip all those switches back. Where I think what the do not disturb does is switch all those at one time, and then you're switching it back. Same thing.
I
it does
just
on a
turned off
phone.
all of my
It's-
notifications anyway.
It's like
Right.
yeah. Well, everybody's not like you, so it's
Well,
like
they
a
should
streaming
be.
option for Xbox. I mean, when you put it on Twitch and you have the little streaming thing, it changes all your settings. It's like, hey, these are your settings. People, you're not gonna get pop-up messages. You're not gonna get spammed with shit. You're not gonna have a bunch of random noises in the background. You're just kind of playing your own game. Everything is still there. You just don't have to worry about it bothering you right now.
That's cool. I guess it doesn't do anything for me specifically. Again, me specifically, because I already
Well,
have all
you're
of that
wrong.
stuff turned off because I do so much like Let's Plays and stuff like that. I can't have that stuff pop up. So
Well,
that and
now
I'm
you-
antisocial.
But
Well,
now
now
you have
with
one switch that'll do it all versus having to go through and do the other.
Exactly.
If you were a person that switched back and forth.
Yeah,
but I am
exactly.
not.
But
Screw you
you're
people.
totally antisocial all the time, so it really doesn't matter.
If you send me
You
a
just
message
keep
on
your little
Xbox, you better
offline
also
mode.
send a text to let me know.
Yeah. Well, my phone, because I've got the app on my phone, so sometimes my phone will send me the message because I have it turned off on the
yeah,
other.
I guess I should do that.
Yeah,
I guess that
mine
would...
does that too, and I have it on my PC too. So every so
Yeah.
often, I'll see like a little one on my Xbox side, and I was like, well, "What's that?
Right?
Who's talking to me on Xbox?"
90% of the time for me, who's talking to me on Xbox is Xbox. We've updated this. We let you know this feature is available.
You're
Nobody
still in
actually
the early
talks to me
access
there.
program. You want to try this game? No.
Yep.
No. Stay away.
I guess that's cool. It just seems like it would almost feel like a snub to your friends though. Like if you're like, oh, I want to go see so and so, and you see that they're in do not disturb mode, and you're like, well, why would you just not show up offline then, asshole? I know you're there now. Like, I don't know. It just seems like a weird thing to me. But I'm weird,
think
so
of it like streamer mode. That's all you have to think about it like streamer mode.
maybe they should just call it that. That seems more polite, I guess. Because do not disturb mode seems like I just don't want to talk to my friends.
Well, we
Fair
got it.
enough.
I guess because Do Not Disturb phone already is on cell phone, so
Yeah.
that's kind of the same concept. That way, people know what it should have on there.
Yeah.
Of course,
See,
it's,
that's-
you know, I mean, I've got a lot of my text stuff set to Do Not Disturb because I'll have group texts. And those people are annoying because you'll have like 6 people
Motherfuckers
that'll
are
still go through
annoying.
answer, and it's like I go 2 messages, and I'm like, okay, well, at least I didn't have 32 messages bleeping at me the entire time I was trying to do something.
See, that's why I keep you guys around, is because those are things that do not occur to me because I think on a singular track, I guess, about some things, and that's one of the things. It's like, why would I need this feature? Okay, you guys make a good case. Fine.
Because we would love the feature. It would be good.
Social people would probably really like it. That's probably my other problem, is that I'm not social. So.
Oh, too funny.
Oh, but I will be social shortly.
How
'cause
will you
we're-
be social?
We're gonna play Sea of Thieves
Yay,
together
Sea of
on
Thieves.
Xbox, where I will not need the Do Not Disturb notes. I will just continue to appear offline.
Yeah,
I'm so excited. So excited.
I am too.
Oh my
gonna be
god.
good.
Only gonna get to play for a couple of days, which is fine.
But we
got
can
Vermintide
stream
2
it.
right after that. Yeah, exactly. We can stream it. If you're on the fence and trying to figure out, just come to my channel, twitch.tv/EliteChicken313. That's right. Plug me in right there. And we'll be streaming it for a couple of days. It is a ton of fun.
We'll record it and put it on YouTube too. We can put it on our channel because it's a group activity.
Yes, it is just a fucking blast. I mean, I can't talk about much of what I know. I can only talk about what
You don't know anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
what I've seen so far.
You know nothing, Elite Chicken.
It's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I
More
wanna
than
go
likely
be a
first
pirate.
day.
I want to
all
shoot
I
myself
want.
out of a cannon.
I want to take down other pirates. Come on, that
wanna
was
monk-
I
so
wanna
fucking
drink
fun.
the beer stuff and run around with musical
Bro.
instruments.
And vomit
And
into a
provide the
bucket and then throw it on the
soundtrack.
people in the brig.
Yeah, as long as you're not vomiting on people, you're fine.
So gross. Oh god.
Oh, just drinking it. Just man, trying to get back to the fucking ship while wasted.
I don't know
is
what you're
just
talking about.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
I've seen
what?
videos. I've seen videos. I can only talk about what I've seen in videos. So,
Fair
seen
enough.
videos.
But when is that? The 24th again?
The 24th, yes.
Okay, well we'll definitely stream it that night.
12
That's a
p.m.
Wednesday.
January 24th. Yes. Keep your evenings for
That's a
Wednesday,
Wednesday?
free.
Yeah, it's not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday.
Yes.
Oh, good.
12 p.m.
So you better write that on your calendar.
Normally it's trivia nights, but I'm not doing trivia that night.
4
Colin's
a.m.
sick.
on January 24th Pacific. That's 6 a.m. for us. So yeah, it'll be
We
open
will
that
not be
afternoon.
playing at 6 a.m. 6 a.m.
No.
does not exist to me if it does not have to.
No. So it'll be.
So we
open
just
at
taking
that
off
point.
work on that Wednesday? Is that what I just heard? Just take off
Hello?
work on that Wednesday.
So I
Baka's
get up
off
at
that
6
Wednesday.
a.m.
We're just gonna stream that whole day.
No, I
I
have
don't
to do
think that we
comics
could
on
manage
Wednesdays.
that.
So that means you go in the morning. So you'll be
Yep.
free that evening. Hell yeah! Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah.
Yep, I always set comics on Wednesdays.
Okay.
Hell
well.
yeah! That sounds good
So
to me.
Wednesday afternoon, evening, we will be streaming it on Chicken's channel, and then
Yes.
I will move the videos over to the Infinite Respawn YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yay. It's
We're
gonna
gonna
be
be
fun.
pirates, you guys. I'm
And
gonna
we
get
will be
some rum to
taking out
celebrate.
everybody that you see.
There will be booze.
There will be booze, there will be pirating, and there will be cheer. Hopefully no sharks. Fuck those things.
But mermaids, though.
I'll be interested to see how this goes too, because with the options that I've seen available were 1 person, 2 person, 4 person, and it's I would like them to increase to 6 just because I think that you need those epic battles, but at the
I
same
think
time,
4 is good. 4 is a good number.
we'll see.
I mean, you could get a 2-person boat and a 4-person boat and work together, but that's trying to get into the same game, I guess. So.
What island y'all headed to? I'm not telling you.
Blow your ass out of the water. You come try to get my treasure.
This is my booty.
Oh God.
That's what
Well,
she said.
let's not. We don't want to spoil too much about it. So
All right,
we
so
will-
yep, 2 weeks, January 24th. Be there.
mark
on my
your
channel.
calendars.
Yes, it is going to be a blast. We will talk about it the week before, of course.
So, does like every person on the ship has a specific role, or
Um.
I have no idea. I haven't played the game.
From what I've seen,
We're the worst, you know.
from what I've seen, basically you can choose what you want to do, and pretty much, like, I think most people are just gonna like move around and do what they want to do type thing is whatever's best for the team.
Yeah, I guess it sounds right. Yeah.
Okay. So.
I'm gonna fire balls at people?
Oh my God. All
You're
right.
awful.
What else do you guys want to talk about? There's a couple of things,
We talked about Monster Hunter's delay last week.
but now we know
I'm
why.
pretty sure. Yes, I like that they came out and tried to explain it, which is a good reason. I like it. It's okay. They have said that the PS4 and the Xbox versions already have a matchmaking system set up on their consoles and whatnot, so they don't have to worry about that. So porting it for the first time to PC, they've got to completely develop and make the infrastructure for the matchmaking themselves. So they want to make sure that they take the time to make it right and optimize it properly so that the game runs perfectly smooth. Because as PC players, we all know there have been plenty of times when
I
a
wonder if
game
this
has
means
been
that they're
ported
going to
and
end
came
up
out like shit.
announcing PC beta
That would be nice.
in order to test their servers.
That would be really smart.
That that would be a really good idea for them to do. If it's like, hey, we need to make sure this is working right, we'll open it up, let people play around, test it, see what works, what doesn't.
Exactly. That would be probably the best way to go about that. But autumn of this year for Monster Hunter World PC. If they take their time and it works well, I think it'll sell really well again. So if it sells really well the first time, which
Well,
I
I
think
mean,
it will.
look at a game like PUBG that had 3 million consecutive users on PC, and now it's 3 million within a month on freaking Xbox. Like, really?
The game was just fun. I mean, you just jump in, you beat some people's ass, and then you die, and you do it again.
Well, and it's a $30 game, so you're paying $30 for a game. Yes, that definitely needs to be optimized for a console,
Xbox,
but for the most part, they've done a good job of switching that over a little bit. So we'll have to kind of see on it. But
Yep.
but if Monster Hunter, if their only problem that they've got is the servers, we'll help. If you need testers, we got this.
Yes.
Thanks for the offer. We're so polite, guys.
Yeah. We do what we can, I saw something else I wanted to say, and I can't remember what it is now. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail.
Oh, in the news also is that supposedly Quantic Dream, which is the people that are currently doing Detroit, David Cage's company, that there are allegations that there's an unhealthy studio culture. That they're denying, and they're very shocked about this, but I kind of believe it just based on the way the games are made.
I would say to some extent, yes, I will believe it. To some extent, too. The sources are disgruntled employees, so it's like, I think that there's probably some bad things happening, but I don't know if it's as bad as they say because they are I don't know. I don't want to like discredit anybody on that. Really, that's a sticky, weird one. Okay, that's phrasing. Sorry.
Phrasing.
Phrasing. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very strange to me.
It is.
I don't know. Reading some of the stuff like that would be like sexual slurs, homophobic stuff, and then even made them dress up like Nazis or something, and I'm like, what?
It's they had Photoshop pictures of people photoshopped as Nazis or something like that. Bad things, you guys. Don't be stupid. Don't be
come
stupid.
on. If this is coming out, then you better. If it is true, you better fix that shit, because I swear, if this shit brings down the game, like, I will come over there or wherever the hell you're at. And
I kind of can't help but wonder what your PR department is doing. Like, you have a PR department or an HR department for a reason, and they're not doing anything if people are feeling uncomfortable about this. And if everybody's okay with it, y'all some fucked up people. Like, I guess that's where you go with it. And immature, like, one of the things is there was like an immature drawing on one of the walls in the building. Yeah. I just like it. I don't know where to go with that one. That's so confusing to me. It's like, are you guys all 15-year-olds that think that it's really funny? Are we all okay with it until we get fired? Or
maybe,
I don't know.
I think the issue is like if nobody is going to speak up, like this is one of the things that I have an issue with. If nobody wants to speak up and then goes outside the box and is like complaining, it's like you could have
tried to do something while you were there, but I guess maybe
complain inside and be like, hey, this is making all of us uncomfortable. But it could
also be a job security thing where they felt, I mean, if it's that big of a deal and everybody's on board with it,
they're risking destroying their company and everybody losing their job.
They got fired, so they don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess maybe I don't know. I understand that people that are victims of a lot of things, they feel like they're pressured and not coming forward in certain things, but I
really feel like that is why you have an HR department, though, so that you have someone who can take that.
Yeah, and most of your corporations of some sort do have some type of HR department, but it's just very strange to me that even the HR department wouldn't be coming out going, y'all can't do that, right?
Yeah, like, seriously, who drew this on the wall? Because we need to have a chat about that. Like, things like that. Or I got this Photoshop picture as part of a group email. We need to have a discussion.
Yeah, guys, we can't be doing that. Whatever. And it's like,
somebody needs to fire
culturally,
the HR
that's
department.
what we do, right?
Culturally, you guys are, like, Central European. I think aren't they French?
Yeah, they're French.
Okay. I was like, I think it's French, but I don't want to. But, I mean, it's not like you guys are some third world country or something. I don't know.
It's like very, very odd to me.
I debated on whether or not to put that in the news stuff, and I was like, I just really don't know where to take that, so I didn't, but that's cool. Sorry. I'm texting with Foxy. Sorry. My bad. Got distracted. We're going to play Borderlands tomorrow, you guys. Okay. Sorry. Keep going. What else is in the news?
Oh, come on. Pay attention. You get after us for
I know.
Not being attentive.
Yeah, no kidding.
As soon as I was I know, right?
We'll remember this one day, Griff. The next time
all of us will remember this.
Yeah, it pops up like a telltale notification.
Yeah, you're like, your party will remember. Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
Oh, so damn it. Let me reload the save. They're all going to remember that.
Hell no. All right, go ahead.
So the Xbox 360 PS3 exclusive Assassin's Creed Rogue is being remastered and put on PS4 and Xbox One and PC. Is this needed? Like,
see, I'm on the fence about this one because I understand why people didn't play it, because it's at that transition point where everybody was going to the new console, and then at the same time they launched Unity, and the backlash from Unity was crazy, which from what I understand about this one, it launched with a lot of bugs too. Like, both of those games came out buggy. It's just we didn't hear about this one because Unity was the bigger seller and the bigger focus. So I guess they fixed the bugs and have shined it up, because it'll be, if you're playing it on the Xbox One X or the PS4 Pro, it will be up to 4K. If you're not, you're playing it on the original Xbox One or the PS4, it'll be 1080p. So they've buffed up the graphics on it, I guess.
As long as it's not full price.
I guess this is for like the hardcore Assassin's Creed fans, because it does tie into Unity, and it does bring back some of the characters from Black Flag, because this is essentially Black Flag 2.
Right.
So I guess this is more fan service than something that Ubisoft went, we need to do this as a whole because everybody loves this game. This is for a niche
Ubisoft seems
market.
to be going down a better path these days. I mean, their games are surviving. Their games are getting better reviews. They're not taking the same path as EA.
I can't help but wonder
doing
if the
better
dichotomy
things.
is shifting because you've lowered the bar in some ways by EA doing some of the things that it's doing, some of the other companies doing things. So now you're like, Ubisoft's really not as bad as we thought, you guys. I mean, like, they've made some shitty decisions in the past, but
you know what, though?
they're doing better.
But they are doing better. I mean, look at Rainbow Six Siege. It's 3 years old now, and to keep playing it, if you want to, it's $30 to buy a year DLC pack. And come on, Destiny does $30 and then $30 and then $30 like multiple times a year.
Destiny's $20.
30, like
Or
60. What are you talking about?
Whatever. But I mean, Rainbow Six Siege is like, all right, they put so much effort in there. Dedicated servers. They're doing it for For Honor, The Division, the new Tom Clancy game. Like they are making games as a service and supporting them at a reasonable price too. Like, I mean, I bought Rainbow Six. I know Red plays it religiously, and he
yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
He just buys the yearly pass because, I mean, it's what
He's gonna use it.
Exactly. As long as you put 30 hours in throughout the year, you've already made your money's worth, and he probably does that in a month. So
I would say I would damn near say a week based on how often that thing pops up there.
no shit. I mean, Ubisoft has got it down. Like, they know what's working for them, kind of like what Blizzard does. It's like they know it's working for them, and they're just going to keep doing that and keep supporting themselves and kind of do things for their fans. And they're like, all right, cover our ears and cover our eyes, and let's just focus on us. Let's not worry about the rest of those dumbasses out there and just keep doing us.
Well,
Yeah.
and not to mention, you know, they had Origins this year,
Which was good.
Got a good review on it. You know, everybody was always worried about the Assassin's Creed series. So far, I'm very happy with what I've been playing so far, and everybody that's played through the game has very much enjoyed it. And then don't forget Mario Rabbids. That's Ubisoft.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's an Ubisoft game, hands down. So
I think there was an article about that too. Oh, yep.
Yeah, Donkey Kong's gonna be in the new Mario Rabbids DLC. So.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, Ubisoft's kind of. I just am worried because we saw an upswing for EA a couple of years ago, like a few years ago now. We saw there's like, okay, look, they're getting better, they're doing things better, and then all of a sudden they just fell off. And I'm really hoping the same doesn't happen for Ubisoft. Like, I'm hoping that they don't put out another few games and then have another Assassin's Creed Unity.
Well, so far I don't think there's any major games that they're looking to release right now. They're just kind of
Far Cry.
focusing. Far Cry.
Far Cry 5 is this year.
And they pushed it back.
Yeah, they pushed it back,
Yeah.
but it's still this year.
still in
Right.
March though, right? Like it's in March now, and was supposed to be in like February, I think.
Yeah. Is there anything else from them coming out this
There's a
year?
couple. We looked it up, but there's a couple of things that Ubisoft is looking at doing this year. Let me look it up real quick.
Yes,
You guys
please.
keep talking.
That's fine. But I mean,
Well,
they
but
had-
we're not getting an Assassin's Creed this year. Thank God.
Yes.
Right?
Holy shit.
2-3 year cycle, I'm fine with.
Yes, definitely.
Don't
Definitely.
do what you've done in the past.
And I mean,
So-
at this point, it's crazy to think of how many games they have to support. The Division still has dedicated servers up and running and is still popular with like 80,000 players. For Honor is getting its dedicated servers, so hopefully that'll start making a comeback. Rainbow Six Siege has professional tournaments. It's meta. They support it all these years.
When are the dedicated servers coming for Honor?
They
Have
just tested them at the end of December, so probably the first quarter of this year.
Good, because I have it downloaded and ready to go again. Because
You and me both. I know, right? I'm just waiting for it so I can get back into it.
I don't think I ever deleted mine. I think mine's still sitting there.
What's that other one called? Oh, Tom Clancy's Wildlands. That one has good reviews too. Like, people enjoy playing it. You get a group of friends and you just go out there and play however you want to play across this big ass fucking open world. Think of it like PUBG except with missions.
So it's Far Cry 5, The Crew 2, and an unannounced game is what they had planned for this year.
Unannounced. Isn't not Black Flag. Skull and Bones from them too. Ubisoft.
Yeah, but I don't think they're planning on launching that this year.
I think that's a 19.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we saw it last year, but I don't think it had a 2018 date on it.
Well, and what we were looking at was cinematic.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I imagine we'll
got,
see it at E3. But
I mean, 3 major games this year. That's pretty good for a company like that who's still supporting other games so heavily.
Well, and one of them is a new IP. The Unannounced is supposed to be a new IP.
Which we'll
So-
probably see at E3, and then they'll release it later. Well, Ubisoft's taking a page out of Bethesda's book. They're like, oh, we'll announce it right here, get the hype up, and then release it right afterwards, and everyone's going to be like,
I don't know if it's a new IP. They may not go that route with it. They may announce it at E3 and maybe have it out by the end of the year. But
unless it's almost done. I mean, like I said, if they're taking a page out of Bethesda's book, like when they announced Fallout 4, they're like, everyone's like, yeah, and they're like, oh yeah, you can get it in a
was
few
something
months.
that people were anticipating because it was an already known franchise. I think it would be harder to sell you a new IP right out of the gate like that.
Oh, for sure.
True.
Especially when it's being surrounded by announcements by a bunch of other stuff that they are already familiar with, sequels and whatnot, continuations.
Well, it could be something that they've already done before, and they're just doing a sequel for it.
But it's a new
I don't know
IP.
what game. Oh, well, then I have no idea. No
So-
clue at all.
We'll see. I don't know. It's interesting watching the ups and downs of this industry. It's just sometimes it's really painful to see the downs. Like, EA, we
Maybe
knew that
it's
you
a new
guys were
Rabbids
kind of
game.
garbage, but geez, really?
It'd be a new IP, Baka, so it won't be Rabbids.
Yeah.
But when they came out with EA Access and they were like $30 a year and you get all these games that are sitting in our vault and you can play them as many times as you want to and all that type of stuff, we're all like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. It's for the gamer. We can go in, we can play, and even then they got a new game that might be coming out. You can play like 4 hours of that game, early if you're part of an EA Access. It's all awesome. And then this year they're just like, and take a big dump on everything.
yeah.
Boom, done. It's like, really?
Boom, done.
Wow.
You like all this candy and everything else we're giving you? Guess what it's made of? Oh, son of a...
Yeah.
Please don't fuck up my Dragon Age. You already fucked up Mass Effect.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna kill
drop,
Dragon
drop
Age.
away from
I know
EA.
they're gonna announce it. I know they're gonna announce Dragon Age 4 this year, and I'm just terrified.
And it's going to be riddled with loot boxes for cosmetics and things like that. Or you could buy, since it's a single player game, you could buy weapons and upgrades with real money since it's okay.
They'll start selling you because you can find schematics in Inquisition for better armor and things like that. So you can make them. You can go out and find the resources and make them and things like that. And if you didn't want to go farm resources, you could go to your war table and send your advisors out or your staff out to get resources for you. What they're going to do is they're going to sell you the schematics for your own money, and then they'll sell you loot crates with resources in it. So you don't have to wait, because sending the advisors out, you have to wait 30 minutes, 2 hours, something like that, whatever.
Oh my god, pay to
Timely.
increase pay to have it completed instantly. I'm sorry, Griff, I
Okay.
know how much you like Dragon Age, but you are not buying it if it is riddled with that stuff.
No.
You will wait until it is free.
You want to know something funny about that? Is you were talking to me because I picked up Dragon Age Inquisition on PC, and we were talking about the mods and stuff. I've already played the game legitimately like several times, more times than I should admit over the course of like 2 years, but I downloaded a mod that will let me finish war table stuff instantaneously because I didn't want to wait. So I mean PC is just gonna be like, fuck that, we'll just put in the mod for the war table.
If
We're
they
not gonna
let
buy
you.
your stupid shit.
If they let you, if they have that stuff in there, then they're not going to allow mods.
Well, people will find a way to fucking mod
Yeah.
around that shit.
So-
You'll
like,
have
people
to
will figure it
you'll have
out.
to break the game then, or crack the game. Sorry.
And the next thing you know, you'll have a chicken gun.
I know,
If you have a
right?
chicken gun in Dragon Age,
why
something's
chicken
wrong.
gun when she can have a cat one that she pets to
Meow,
reload?
meow, meow, meow.
I wish it did meow when you shot it. The cat gun for Left 4 Dead. I wish it did, but it doesn't. It makes bullet noises like normal.
But it does have the little heart thing that shoots out.
Yeah, it does. It's cute. It's still worth it. 100%. Oh.
I don't think you can kill zombies with cat noises. I think they have to be bullets. So
Look now, we can pretend. If you can pretend that your like witch is a giant chicken nugget or whatever, then I can pretend that cat meows are sonic enough to shoot zombies or aliens in my case.
Actually, I think the hunter was... No, the jockey was the chicken nugget.
Well,
So you'd have a
whatevs.
chicken nugget riding on your back.
Yes. No, wait. No, the jockey was a hot dog. Okay, and the hunter was a chicken nugget.
It
That
got worse. It
That got
worse.
worse.
And then the spitter was a McDonald's drink.
I was about to say, it needed to be a shake or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
What else
I don't
you
think
guys
I found food-related things for all of them. I think I was still missing a few of them.
Okay, to get back on track for the stuff that we were talking about, a game that was announced earlier this week that I am
Oh my god,
super
he was so
fucking
excited
hyped
about it.
for. Oh my god. Baka was too. Look at him squeal. Hopefully we're on the same page with this one. Total War. The new Total War game, Three Kingdoms. Holy shit, takes place in the early China era, and I'm a huge Dynasty Warriors fan, so color me
Yes.
super hyped.
Oh my god,
because-
he's like, where can I buy it? Take my money.
I threw my money at my screen and nothing happened. It didn't pop up for some reason.
They
I
don't
kept
want your
doing
money
it,
just
but-
yet.
And then I had to yell at him because throwing quarters at the screen is just dangerous.
I know, but it the mechanics that they introduced in Warhammer, like the legendary heroes, where your heroes are super fucking powerful and OP as hell, and then they take that and kind of use that in this, and it's just gonna be so much fun. It's
Oh
supposed
my
to be
God.
somewhat
I
historically
do not
accurate
want to
too.
fight Lubu.
Yeah, that's the bottom sentence right there. Let's just hope they nerf Lu Bu. He's gonna come out of the field and tear your armies up. He's gonna look like he does in Dynasty Warriors, where he's just sweeping and killing your entire fucking groups of people. Fuck that guy. Get down there and slap
And
him
then
a
looks
few
at your main
times.
character and goes, "I want you."
Fuck
Nope,
that.
I'm out.
Retreat.
You
Retreat.
guys, you guys distract him for a while. I'm out.
I'm just gonna go home now. Bye,
Retreat
everybody.
I don't want the kingdom that bad.
Nope. I'm good. But yes, super excited. It's coming out this year, fall of 2018. So
I kind of almost hope that they don't. Like, it'll be like a Gandhi situation for Civ, where you see Lu Bu and you're like, fuck it again.
Make
Okay,
him
here's the secret.
hyper-aggressive.
Every time you've played Chicken and you're like, oh god, there's Lu Bu, I kind of secretly root for him.
dude, when
I'm
I play as
sorry.
him, oh my god. Literally, you just 1, 2, 3, and then all the enemies just die. When I was younger, there was this one mission that he would pop up and he'd be like super strong, like overly powerful. He'd be the super enemy that would come out, and you have to be godlike to beat him at that point. And I beat him a couple of times where he hits you 3 times and you just die. So you'd have to like block, parry, dodge, and hit him, and then run away and build up your super attack, and then run away and hit him with it, and run away and hit him with it. Oh my god. It was crazy. Crazy fucking times. Fuck that guy. He is a living legend of a meme.
He's awesome.
Lu Bu will kick your ass. He doesn't care who you are.
I wonder if they'll let you play as him.
Maybe.
That would be nice. He'd
We'll find out.
Probably get him as a hero.
Also, one of the things that was announced this week is that Dark Souls is getting remastered.
For the Switch.
Yeah, I was about to say, not surprisingly, it's going to be on the PC, PS4, and the Xbox One, but it's also being announced for the Switch as well. So, I wonder how long your battery life's going to last. How far you can go on one battery.
I think this will test how durable the thing is, like the whole handheld set, because how many times are you going to throw it? Just like throw it down. Fuck this!
I fell off a cliff, son of a.
I
I think that's the
these
more frustrating
Switcher-
thing that ever happened. It's not like the enemies kill you or anything. It's the stupid mistakes of falling off the cliff because you're not watching your footing.
Like, Dark Souls games are so fucking just rough to play. I mean, you're like
That's
just
the
doing
whole
your
idea.
thing, and then you roll real quick to dodge an enemy, and you just roll right off, and you're just
Yep.
like,
Yeah, there's
All
no
of that progress.
there's no one of those little boundary things where it's like oh, you're in the middle of a battle, I'm not going to allow you to roll off. That would just be, dumb. No. It's like,
yeah. When I was playing Dark Souls 3, I got knocked. Like, you have to position yourself so that when the boss hits you, he doesn't knock you off. Like, he would grab me, squeeze me, and then just launch me, and he threw me off the fucking bridge 3 times. He just whoop, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? How am I supposed to not get thrown off? Don't get grabbed, bitch. All right, fine, whatever.
That's launching May 25th, which it's impressive to me. I mean, you've got Skyrim, Doom, Wolfenstein. I think both games are supposed to be coming to the Switch, and now they're looking at a 7-year-old Dark Souls game coming to the Switch as well. So this is the lineup for the Switch. It's almost like the conversation that we've had with Griff with the fact that she's had to all the games that she's owned on the console, she's having to buy on the PC. You got a bunch of people that bought a Switch, and they're all just like, I can play this portable now. Let me take this with me.
It's pretty much like I gotta say, it's pretty clever of Nintendo. Like they're
capitalizing on it, man.
They're not getting all of like the new modern games to port to theirs. They're like, oh, everybody loves these old school games.
Yeah, but they are getting new stuff too. Doom just got ported over.
How old is Doom now?
Doom came out like
years. It was
yeah, but it's not like oh my god, it's like 5-10 years old.
That's
look at this classic.
I don't know if it's the newest Doom though.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's May 13th, 2016. So about a couple of years, about a year and a half. And I mean they're getting some of the newer games too, but they're also capitalizing on the like Bayonetta 2. People that will sell consoles.
Yes, it will.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2 will sell Switches. Period.
Well, Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2, and the fact that Bayonetta 3 is right around the corner.
And it's all exclusive. Well, Bayonetta 3 is going to be exclusive for a little while, and then maybe they'll port it to PC like they've done with the other two. But that's going to sell easily.
Yeah, two just got to PC, right?
Yeah, and everybody fucking loves the ports.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't Platinum Games, still working on Bayonetta. You guys have fucking struck a diamond vein. Just keep chipping away, man. You got diamonds just exploding.
Exploding diamonds.
Yes.
I don't know if I'd want exploding diamonds. That might hurt after a while.
Exploding diamond veins.
Too funny.
All right, what else you guys want to talk about? I don't know how long we've been here. I need to look at the time. Okay.
The AGDQ, they raised $2.6 million.
Yep.
Which is fucking awesome.
I like that they consistently top themselves.
Yes, it gets bigger and bigger every year, which is super fucking awesome. I watched part of the finale last night. I didn't get to watch it all, but the guy was speedrunning Breath of the Wild, and I gotta say, some of the shit that they did was pretty awesome. Like watching him chop a tree down, lock it, hit it a bunch of times, and then launch himself like he's surfing through the sky on a tree trunk is just gold. It's just pure gold. And the game is just so amazing because some of the shrines that I thought you had to solve puzzles for, you could just figure out another way around. Like this guy just moved a block, hit it a couple times with stasis, bounced up and jumped over the wall and finished it without actually having to solve it.
Oh my god.
Like the one with the motion control thing, he fucking flipped the maze upside down, the ball landed on the backside, and he rolled it off and popped it over. Like he didn't have to do the maze.
What?
Yeah, like the amount of things that they are able to do, the amount of things that the game allows you to do is just so amazing. Hence why this Game of the Year, Zelda Breath of the Wild, is incredible. If you think you can do it, you can do it. That is what one of the guys said. That's why they love Breath of the Wild. If you could think of something, you could probably do it.
Can I make portals? Like portals? So that I can just go from one place to the next? Thinking with portals, come on.
You could teleport. Yeah, but I mean, you have to think about you got to think about the mechanics inside of the game. If you think you could do something with what you're given, you can probably do it.
Yeah, well.
That's why somebody figuring out they can fly on rocks. Just ridiculous. Hit the rock a bunch of times and grab onto it, and it launches itself, and you're like, and then you jump off and paraglide like even further away. Oh, it's good.
Brilliant.
Really good.
It's actually a pretty fast way to travel.
It is.
Who needs horses in that game?
Exactly.
Me. I need horses in every game. I don't care if there's a more efficient way to travel. Aside from Dragon Age, apparently, because I have so many horses in that game, but I always walk because I want to listen to my party. But, you know, what else? Any other game, mostly that I'm going to be by myself, especially, ponies.
Ponies. Gotta have ponies.
The Mike Tyson Punch-Out, the dude played 2 games at the same time with one controller was just mind-boggling.
Okay. You know what? I'll
Because
just say okay.
it layers all the inputs. So while he's like finishing one thing, he's pressing the A button, which is still being input over here, but it's not having an effect. He's punching over here, and then basically simultaneously playing through both of these games at the same time with all of these random. It's just crazy.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
So.
Those people do
That's
some
awesome.
crazy things with your favorite
Yes.
games.
Oh yes, like they live for it, and it's great. It is AGDQ and SGDQ are like their Super Bowls for the year. All the great people come out of the woodworks and play. But yeah, I wanted to make sure we threw that in there. There's a couple other things that let somebody else take over if they want to talk about.
Oh, you want to talk about the Overwatch thing?
Yes.
There was a fan-made Overwatch map that actually got the attention of Jeff Kaplan, to which he responded, "We'll be in touch soon." So basically, some dude made something for fun and got the attention of Blizzard, and "we'll be in touch soon" could be, you know, we'll send you a congratulatory prize package, or it could be, would you like to come work with us?
Right.
You
Oh my
know,
God.
it's probably like a, hey, you want to come work for us? They're probably going to take his stuff, polish
he
it up.
made a map
and-
for Cairo, because, you know, it's all real world. I mean, Overwatch is set in real world stuff in a different setting, as like an alternate reality, but yeah, he did a really good job making a payload Cairo themed map, and it looks amazing. It looks like something Blizzard made.
It does.
So-
Like the art aesthetic and everything, it's just beautiful. That guy has serious talent, and Blizzard is not afraid to steal people out of their community. They will be like, hey, you got
Still
really good
people, they
talent.
just like show up at their door and put a bag over the head and just drive
No,
them off
all they
somewhere.
have to do is hold up a piece of paper that says, do you want to work at Blizzard? And they're like,
Everybody's like, hell yeah!
yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? All right, let's go. Fuck it. Leave my house. Let's go. Tell me where to sleep. Give me an office. I'll do whatever you
Just give it up
need.
here as ours now. We own him.
Yeah,
I
I thought
could-
that
I
was
could-
pretty cool.
I could
That's like the
foresee that
holy
map
grail.
being released soon, too.
I know. Apparently, he made a couple of other ones too. It wasn't just Cairo. He did like one or two more, but that's the one that he showed up. There was there's a Shangri-La and a Nepal village one as well. So
It's just incredible.
that is like the holy grail of job offers there, where you're like, I made this because I enjoyed it and thought it looked cool, and then I got offered a job by the company that, you know, made the original stuff. That would be amazing if that's what's going on. That would be so amazing. But it looks really good.
Yes, it does. Definitely.
Yeah. And like we mentioned, the Overwatch League started this week too, which is basically the professional esports. There's now teams for specific cities, which, by the way, if you play Overwatch, you can pick out one skin for the champion of your choice from the team of your choice, because you got 100 league credits right out of the gate. Otherwise, they're $5 a piece for the skins, which I guess is interesting, because at least then you can pick out the one you want. Blizzard, why can't I buy the other? Damn it. So I picked out an Orisa skin just because, like, it's not because I know these teams very well, but I picked out the freebie skin because I wanted a skin for her and she looked cool. So even if you're not invested in the league, you got a free thing waiting on your account. Go do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can come throw down with me.
I think I
It'll
got
be
the
fun.
fairer one.
I got the Orisa Dynasty one because it's the black and gold, so now she matches my Soldier 76.
I haven't bought one yet.
I did.
The hell's
It's
wrong with you?
freebies. Don't care.
I don't know. I don't know what team to cheer for yet. I haven't decided on what.
I
I
didn't,
went
I
with
didn't even
Dallas
care
because-
about which team. I picked which one looked nice.
I have to know which team. Come on now.
Also,
In other
I
words,
went with
he's
Dallas
got to
because
pick the
I'm from
winner.
Texas,
I got to
so-
pick the winning team. That's what
I'm
gotta
a
do.
Detroit Lions fan, so your argument is completely invalidated. My Lions
He does
don't
not
win.
pick winning teams all the
Yeah,
time.
my Lions don't win.
That's
so
not
it's-
true. They've won before-ish.
You know, the last time they won a playoff games was like 27 years ago.
They did fine up until that point.
No, we have never
I'm not
seen
talking-
the Super Bowl. We have never even seen the Super Bowl. What Super Bowl? What?
Maybe
Anyway.
someone should buy them all tickets so they can go to a Super Bowl.
Oh, now that's sad and mean and savage. Damn.
They make enough money. They can buy their own.
Yes, they do make their own. Shut the fuck up and get out of my Skype chat.
I could not resist that one.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
We're so mean to each other. I love it.
Paladins is getting a Battlegrounds inspired mode, which I don't think is going to work at all. And it's pay to win, so.
Yeah, Paladins seems like it clamors to do anything that's already popular. It is not in any way a game that will. But I mean, okay, look, it's based off of a very similar concept to Overwatch. It is a free to play, but pay to win. It's got all of the skins and stuff like that. They tried to do MOBA-like mechanics, and now they're trying to do something that's popular and being successful for other games, which is the Battle Royale mode. It's like, I don't know, guys. I don't know.
They should have just stuck with what was working.
It almost seems like it's just the company making it is completely shameless. Like, how can we best exploit something that's cool? Let's copy it, you guys. Can I copy your homework? Sure, change it. No, we're not going to change it at all. We're just going to do this. Like, okay.
Oh,
the teacher will know that you just copied my work. I don't care. We can both get Fs.
The teacher will know that you copied. Yeah, but the teacher has to pay to see all of the stuff that I copied. Okay.
That would be a weird way to grade.
One of the things I meant to mention earlier when we were talking about Dark Souls coming to Switch is that 2 Wii U games are now moving over to the Switch as well. One is the Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, and the other one is going to be Hyrule Warriors, which I absolutely loved. I thought was great, and it's moving over to the Switch too. So that will be a really good one to bring over too. That comes in May also. So.
Man, they're definitely keeping your ass occupied with the Switch. That is
I think you're going to see a lot of Wii U games that are going to end up moving over.
Well, of course. Why not? I mean, it makes sense.
I think the only one they'll have a problem with is the Kirby game, which I really enjoyed playing. But the problem with the Kirby game is the fact you have to have, like, you're doing most of the stuff on the screen.
You're talking about that?
Because you got the little stylus.
One? Yeah.
Yeah. Most of it's on there. But it was a fun game. But to me, it was more of a mobile style game anyway, because you never are going to look up at the main screen because the whole time you're playing here, so you're not really looking up at the main screen.
They were trying to get you ready. That was the introduction to the Switch.
I guess
they were trying to make you focus on the tiny screen.
I guess. And then of course,
I guess they could do it with both of the Wii remotes. Kind of draw.
I guess you could do that.
Like, I mean,
you could probably do.
Yeah, it might work like that. I think I'm trying to figure out how you would do it with the Switch. I guess you could just use the motion controls and just draw on the screen as you go. Maybe,
well, I mean, it's a touch screen. They'll probably just tell you have to use a stylus with it, or you could use your finger. But I'd much rather use a stylus, I think, because otherwise I'd have this smudges across the top of my screen.
Well, you get a screen protector for it.
Yeah, well, I've got one of those, but I still don't like smudges. I didn't say scratches. I said smudges. I don't like smudges.
Just get a little cloth, wipe it off.
After every use, or actually midway, pause. All right, unpause.
Well, that's when you take your break.
Oh yeah, you've been playing too long. Take a break.
Clean the smudges. All right, my break's over with. Let's go.
That's the reason the battery life's only like 4 hours, so you can get up and take your break. Oh God.
What else do you guys want to talk about?
I think that's it for me.
I believe the same.
Okay then. Well, this was fun. It was fun.
Yay!
That was not sarcasm. That was like legit. This was fun. It just came out very sarcastic. Just have a very.
Don't be so mean, Griff.
Why are you always gonna be so sarcastic?
It's like predilection towards sarcasm, I guess, and so sometimes my genuine statements come out sarcastic. Sorry.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
Makes life with me interesting. That's all.
Yeah,
is that what we're calling it nowadays? Interesting.
That's what we're calling it. That's what it is.
Too funny.
Shut up.
We do appreciate everybody that comes out each and every week and listens to us on on anything, YouTube, iTunes,
wherever,
our website, whatever. Make sure that you check us out on Twitter at InfiniteResPC. Check me out personally. Check out Griff
at Griff Slanum.
Check out Chicken
at Elite Chicken 313.
Check out Baka
at Baka Pickle.
Also, like I mentioned, we do have a YouTube channel. If you're not currently watching our YouTube channel, instead listening to the audio only, you can watch the podcast as well, with the exception of last week.
Oops, sorry guys.
Yeah, oops, sorry.
Oops. You can watch the
chicken.
You can watch the podcast at youtube.com/Infinite Respawn. Also on there as well, you'll have videos like Griff was talking about. She likes to do different types of Let's Play videos. And then also our future Sea of Thieves will be transferred over to there as well. So make sure that you subscribe to us there. We would do greatly appreciate it. And make sure you hit that like button too on these, because that helps us out as well. And then, of course, our website, infiniterespawn.com. Go in there, join the forums, and hang out. For Infinite Respawn, I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Griff.
I'm Chicken.
I'm Baka.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.